Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome on in. My name is Anu and I am your Psychic Tarot host. These readings are timeless unless I actually put a time frame on them. So you will find this message when you're meant to hear it, okay? So today's topic is, what is the universe trying to tell you, or has been trying to tell you, okay? We're going to get into whatever comes up. This will be, again, I pick a card. Feel free to choose multiple. We have three options today, excuse me. Option number one, we have this oracle card. It's called 𝙒𝙧𝙧, if I'm saying that correctly. Heritage. That's pile one. For pile two, we have the Wizard. Number 39, spiritual impeccability. And for pile number three, we have cord, initiation, number 30. So see which image calls to you the most. You're of course welcome to watch them all, but take your first pick and I will see you right at your selection. Hi pile one, this is for those of you that were drawn to the first oracle card, 𝙒𝙧𝙧 or 𝙒𝙧𝙧, and it says heritage. Actually pile number one and card number one in the deck as well. So we'll read the message, a detailed message from the book at the very end of the reading, but we'll just like some of the things that are coming right off the bat. I'm actually getting pride. So the universe is trying to tell you, and again, this whole reading is going to be, we'll see what topic it goes. We have a few oracles that we have pre-pulled, and then we'll do some live shuffle as well, or live cards for tarot. So right off the bat, and again, I always ask people to get the messages and intuit them as they come to them, right? From the artistry, from the imagery. The biggest one I'm picking up, of course, yes, there are two moons here. There's a raven. There's a lot of earthiness. Of course, so it's giving the High Priestess and the Empress vibes. But there's something about pride and celebration that's coming in for me. The way with this character's face expression, the facial expression, is that of a really proud moment. So the universe is trying to tell you, like, take a look at what you have grown, how much you've cultivated the past year, past 2 years, past 3 years. I feel some of you need to hear that you need to look back at the long road that you've traveled and how much you've accomplished. You may be somebody who's a tough self-critic, but the universe is really calling your attention to, like, okay, stop and smell the roses. Actually be proud of what you've created. Sorry, this is too far. Be proud of what you've created. You are really in touch with your intuition. You also have a lot of spiritual guidance, your ancestors, your higher self, your spirit guides, source, God, universe, whatever you believe in. There's a lot of protection around you. And you, whether you see yourself this way or not, you are really glowing. You're really glowing, shining is what I'm getting. There is a natural healing that has taken inside of you, okay? So take pride in that. Give yourself a pat on the back of how much hard work you've put in, as it's been a tough road, but now it's a time to really enjoy nature, enjoy getting back to your roots. And with the heritage over here, I'm getting there's like a very powerful healing that's happened on your divine feminine, or excuse me, not divine feminine, well, that too for sure, but your maternal ancestral line, okay, that's coming through with the Empress and High Priestess energy. Anyway, a lot of stars here too. So stars and moon. Do you see the little stars, the little white blips on this? So I feel like this is like a time to shine, but for you to give that yourself to you is what's very, very important. That's what the universe is trying to tell you. So let's look at your oracle cards. We have Dear Spirit, number 18, which reduces to a 9. Bring a gentle touch. Yeah, look at how beautiful that is. Really like trying to give yourself that generosity. Also time to soften up a little bit, because Deer is a very, very gentle spirit, okay? So maybe you've been too hard on yourself. That's going back to, and I was picking up that you're probably a very tough self-critic. So it's time to be, it literally says bring a gentle touch, and I'm getting be gentle with yourself. You have done a lot, you have accomplished a lot, you just don't see it that way. Okay, so the universe is really calling you to look at that. Gratitude, and this again gives me a third eye vibe over here, or those like the heart chakra as well with all the green. And the affirmation is, I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So stay in that energy of gratitude, of feeling empowered, feeling things are actually going your way, and being thankful for where you are. I'm losing my voice. Excuse me. Because as I see, the green as actually could also be your lucky color. Maybe you want to, if you have emeralds might be very good stones for you to wear if you want to. But green color, just greenery around you, is going to bring that gentle nature's touch. Okay, let's see what else we have. Interesting. Uranus in the reverse. I don't take reversals. But somehow, and this was reversed as well, but I don't feel this in reverse. Uranus feels in the reverse, and with the Leo, here's the shining, here's the center stage energy coming through. So for you at this time, check where Leo falls, in which house it falls in your natal chart, both of these planets. We are just coming out of Leo season, and something may have surfaced, because Uranus upright usually talks about surprises, like aha moments, something that comes out of the blue that we hadn't anticipated. But something may have surfaced in Leo season in this month or the previous month. But for me, this is all about stardom. And I keep getting that feeling because we have the stars, the glow up, the shining, the healing. I keep getting that energy from you guys. So don't be afraid to take center stage. That's a big message that's coming through for you. Come out and shine. If you've been in your cocoon, healing, doing your inner work, and also like making major life changes, which a lot of you have been doing, if you were drawn to this pile, it's the universe kind of nudging you to like stop being in the shadows and come out and shine. Okay, also tap into your inner child, creativity, pick up some fun hobbies or creative hobbies that you want to do that will really help you break out of a tedious cycle as well, and kind of lift your spirits more. Uranus in reverse is a very interesting energy. It's giving me the vibes there are no longer going to be a lot of ups and downs, okay, because Uranus is the planet of lightning. It brings jarring moments in our lives. It brings like surprises and like, whoa, out of nowhere, right? So there is going to be a lot of stability from here on out. That's coming through strongly. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, very nice. We have unexpected income, number 27, which is another 9. You have 9, wishes coming true, okay? For those of you who've been looking for a job, if you've been interviewing, if you've been an active player, again, there's going to be, maybe this could be like a, you didn't expect like a sign-on bonus to come from the company. That's possible over here. Or it could be a completely different salary band than what you had expected. Or for others, this could also be inheritance. This could be other commissions, bonuses, or some like old claims or tax refunds, things like that that could come out of, you know, the norm that you were not expecting. Okay, so that's always positive. But we have 2 9s. 9s are wish fulfillment. And then we have, excuse me, we have Jupiter in Cancer, speculation. Excuse me, I just have to take a sip of water. Okay, so we have Jupiter in Cancer, which is the 4th house, speculation, okay? This is interesting to me because 4th house is our home, our family, our residence, our dwellings, our foundations, or you can call it like a family structure. Literally for some of you, this could be real estate as well. With Jupiter being here, I feel there's going to be a lot more expansion in harmony, in having a very, at least if you're moving places, it's going to be some place that you really, really enjoy. It does give you the time to indulge a little bit more in self-care. Okay, that's what the deer spirit is like. So gentle, it's so beautiful, but you have to be gentle with the deer, and that's the space I'm seeing, that you'll have that space to give yourself that kind of self-care. So something is activating in the fourth house. This could be maybe you're healing some relationships within the family if you want to. That is open here. That's coming up over here. But Cancer is all about care and love and our foundations. Fourth house is literally our foundations. So familial issues, parental issues, or anything, any friction in the family. For example, if you've been in a period where it's been very crowded, finally you get to expand because it's Jupiter. So you get to move to a bigger place. Things like that, okay? Let's see. We have comfort zone, south node clinging. This is very, very interesting, coming right under Uranus, because you may have Scorpio placements or major Scorpio placements, because south node is in Scorpio at this time, and Uranus is in rules Aquarius. So this is really talking about a pivotal time where you're being called to get out of your comfort zone, okay? And especially if you have Scorpio, or let's say even Taurus, because North Node is in Taurus. This is like asking you, all right, you've been in your cocoon for a while. That's become your comfort zone. So for some of you, you really need to break out of it, okay? You're staying where it's comfortable or where it's known. Now is a time to really grow and expand, okay? And you'll be provided with the resources. Opportunities are going to line up for you. See what else? Look, assistant spirit guides. We got that right here with the raven and the double moons over here. Your spirit guides are really, really providing a lot of assistance. Also intuitive nudges. You may be getting, I'm getting dream state. You may be getting some messages. You may have some weird dreams. They're called lucid dreams or very vivid dreams. You'll remember parts of them. Try to write them down, because that's where we get a lot of the messages from our spirit teams, okay? But you're protected. You're being guided. You're being, guided to expand and believe in your expansion, and look at yourself with a sense of pride. Okay, that is very important. And it's also for some of you just a kind of, not a confirmation, a reminder, like a reminder that's coming through from spirit is like, remember, when you engage in that prideful energy, you automatically raise your vibration, right? Because you're being happy and you're proud of how far you've come. Being like the Leo, okay, being center stage, but also coming out and shining. And when you're in that energy, automatically the universe responds, okay? So that's for some of you to know. So let's see what tarot has to tell us. What is the universe trying to tell pile one? What is the universe trying to tell a pile one? We have Four of Pentacles. There you go. That's the fourth house energy. I want to put this over here, because I really feel some of you are trying to move residence or states or cities. There is some sort of expansion, because we have Jupiter. Jupiter is the house, or is the planet of blessings, okay? It always expands whatever it touches. I don't know if Jupiter has already gone retrograde right now or not, but that can usually slow things down, but it's not like a Saturn, or it's not like a Mercury. The way Jupiter works, Jupiter is what they call a benefic planet. So it is a planet of blessings, all right? No matter what, even if it's slow, it'll always bring positive things to you, okay? So something around the home is expanding for you. Let's see what else. Very clear vision, Queen of Swords. All right, so we have the Queen of Swords. What is the universe trying to tell you? We have this one come out next. We have the Two of Cups. And then we have the Six of Swords. Look at that. What did I say? That there's going to be positive movement forward from here on out. That's what I hear. From here on out, there's not going to be any ups and downs, as we had this one that came out in reverse, right? That's like really a lot of unexpected upheavals that happen in our life. That is changing. That is really changing for pile one. So from here on out, it's going to be very smooth sailing, okay? Going with the flow. And specifically for those of you who've been feeling a little restricted in your home sector, in your fourth house, things are going to become very, very fluid and very positive. It's almost like you've, and of course we have the Two of Cups here, so it's like falling in love with yourself, falling in love with your inner light and shadow, and understanding what the balance is. I'm getting a lot of balance from this card as well. And all this is happening because you've elevated to the level of Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is, again, very intuitive, and we have the Divine Feminine coming out here as well. So there's a lot of feminine energy that is coming through regardless of how you identify, but it really talks about being willingness to receive from the universe. Okay, so universe is saying you reached here at this point because you had a very clear vision. So all this journey that you've covered, where I'm seeing like there's a huge road behind you, you kept going because you had a vision in mind. Okay, you were determined, you had your goals, you kept on going, and pretty much cutting out anybody who did not understand that. Also, for some of you, I'm hearing you did a pretty strong discernment on when to cut your losses, and you may have felt that you had to give more in the past than what you were owed than what you received. But you have graduated from that level and having a lot of gratitude for where you are and what you've accomplished, and saying, all right, is this serving my highest good? If not, I'm going to move on. That's the energy a lot of you have graduated to, becoming that clear Queen of Swords. Very strategic, very intuitive, but extreme clarity on how you want to live your life. And that's how things are falling into place. Okay, so stay in that energy. Let's see. Spirit, what's the advice for pile one? All these beautiful things that are coming for, again, so money, home and money is looking good. So actually, let me just show you this. So usually the bottom, so this is the first house, how we start. The bottom is the fourth, then we have the seventh, and then we have the 10th on the top. Okay, so fourth house is our foundation. That's where we rise up from. That's where we leap off of. When the fourth house is secure, we are able to take a much bigger jump, right? So that's what happens, and it starts because we have very clear vision with the first house. So first, fourth, 10th is career. This is where the money is also coming in, right? So confidence brings it more stability in the home. Confidence brings more money in career sector. More money brings more stability in the house. You see, so all of those are interconnected, and that's why it starts with the self. So you've done a very good job. I feel like your spirit team, the universe is so proud. I'm getting a lot of that energy. So let's see, what's the advice for pile one? You're doing fabulous, really. You don't see it, but you really are. You have to believe it. We have, see, 8 of Pentacles. Let me just draw the cards out, and then I'll get the messages. Let's get 3 more. What is the advice? The Magician. And it's funny because I was looking at the first house, the house of Aries, and the Aries card is coming out when I was showing you the wheel on the Astro deck. So we have the Magician. Even more, I mean, truly believe in your power. Keep working at it. Let's get a couple more. We have the Knight of Cups and Temperance. So there we go. Knight of Cups. And then we have the Temperance Major Arcana coming through. So in terms of advice, again, it's like keep working, stay committed. But what I'm getting, it's not just like, I'm not picking up an energy of keep working at your career. Because in this one, there's like, you see, usually it's always the same pentacle being perfected. It's a process of repetition that we usually get in the traditional tarot deck. But here, each pentacle is different. And that's where this coming on along with the Temperance, which talks about balance. And in this case, I'm picking up like inner balance. With the Magician, the firepower, the creativity, the surge. There's like a lot of surge that's coming from your energy field. And then the Knight of Cups, which is that loving, gentle energy. I feel this is really calling, did I say hobbies before for some of you? to pick up a creative hobby. I think I did, because that message is coming back again. So this Eight of Pentacles is saying the time to just keep hammering on one thing is now over. Loosen up, get a little creative, and work on multiple things. And what does that mean? So for example, because the Temperance is here, we have the Deer Spirit. There's a lot of self-care that's also being highlighted for you. So make time for self-care. For example, you join the gym, or you pick up yoga or running, or hey, you make sure that once a week you lay in your tub, something like that. Then, oh, you're learning a new recipe. Oh, you're kind of reading a new book, or you're watching a new series, and you're, if you're working for someone else, you're working just the right amount of hours. You're not burning yourself out. That's the energy that's coming through here. So that's the advice for you right now, is like, look, you can manifest whatever you want because you're in such a strong energy. There will be things lining up. So stay in that self-belief, self-empowerment energy, but make room for other things now. That's coming through, which is again, this is an intuitive reading. Messages come through like interesting ways here. The Eight of Pentacles is not work hard in this context. The universe wants you to know, okay, now it's time to expand beyond just doing one thing, beyond just focusing on career so you can help your family, or you can buy that house, whatever this is, because those things are coming. It's going to be smooth sailing. And with the Knight of Cups, it's again the energy of things will be coming. I don't see this as a person. Could be, if that's what the energy that you're putting out. But for most of you, I'm feeling like it's like, be ready to receive some serendipitous, like unexpected income, some serendipitous opportunities coming your way, some sort of expansion coming, but don't go looking for it. Okay, that's when it really happens, right? When we're not looking for something, that's when we actually get it. So it's just like, it's honestly, I'm hearing you do you. Whatever that means, if it's sports, if it's fun, if it's movies, if it's, I don't know, some artwork you want to pick up, poetry, whatever that expression is, work on that, stay in your power, and make sure that you give yourself time to heal, because create a balance in your life. It should be a work-life balance and not just like one way, okay? All right, so let's see what the Moon Oracle has to say. I think these are called Moonology. Let's see. What does pile one need to hear? What is the universe trying to tell pile one? Great job, pile one. Great job. Oops. As we talked about, some of you are Aries here, because Aries of fire, maybe Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Leo here as well. We have Aries here, and then again, Aries energy is coming out. It says it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. So again, get out of your comfort zone. Okay, if this is something that you've been wanting to start or wanting to do for a while, it is the right time. Okay, and make sure that you try to make time for it. A lot of times, this is what's coming up. What I'm hearing, a lot of times, what's going to bring you joy, what's going to bring you happiness, right? This could be a creative endeavor that you've been trying. You want to do it, you keep putting it on the back burner, and that's where you want to ask yourself why you're doing it. Is it literally because of you don't have the time, you don't have the bandwidth, or is there some underlying fear? So just sit with yourself and ask yourself that, and you will get the answer. Your inner being is going to answer you. But for a lot of you, it's just a fear of success, and it's a fear of failure. They both can inhibit us, hold us back from actually starting something. And that's why the comfort zone South Node is here, is like, break out of that pattern, check yourself, what sort of fear is holding you back, and just get it out of the system, whatever works for you. Thank your inner being, thank your ego, thank your fear, and say, thank you for protecting me against a failure. Thank you for protecting me against like too much success. I appreciate it, but from here on, I got this, and I really want this experience. So thank you. I'll take it from here on forward. that just like dissipates a lot of our inner shadow work. And that's literally what it is, because you're being called to take that action, right? So I think it's amazing. It's going to be, and again, you're very, very fertile, because with the Empress energy coming through here as well. So let's get you an angel number that came like right away. Number 19, so 1819. So we'll read the message, and then I'm going to read you the description from the book for 𝙒𝙖𝙩. So number 19 says, I am a pioneer. There's a magician energy, starting energy. Let's see what the message says. Independence and self-sufficiency are necessities to you. You are extremely capable in life and in work, and aren't afraid to take big risks to achieve the life you desire. And your affirmation is, I am a pioneer. So if you keep seeing the number 19 or 1919, then that's again your spirit team kind of sending you little, nudges along the way that you're being watched over. And then yes, keep chugging along, keep moving forward. Okay, so let's get this one here. I'm going to read from the book. Okay, let me just see how big it is. Okay, so this is, it does talk about crown chakra. And the keywords are birthright, heritage, celestial guidance. Look at that, the moon and the stars. Okay, let's read the meaning over here. I'm gonna hold the card for you. And the meaning is, now is the time to claim your birthright, to claim your true self. You're being guided by celestial beings in earthly circumstances towards the embodiment of your highest potential. Your efforts are being acknowledged by high spiritual powers, encouraging you to continue your quest for personal enlightenment. Believe in yourself and what you are here to do. You will receive all the help that you need. How beautiful. Claim your power. Queen of Swords, Magician, claim your power. Aries energy, Leo energy. Beautiful. Where did it go? Okay. Stand alone for a while if necessary. You will not be alone for long. Life circumstances are simply reflections of your own inner world. It's time to change yourself and to let the reflections coming back to you change too. How beautiful is that? Oh my goodness. Wow, this is really, really beautiful. So again, claim your power, come into your power, get out of your your quiet time and being behind the scenes, take center stage, okay? But at the same time, be gentle with yourself, have a sense of gratitude, and create balance in your life. That's going to be very, very important for you. So you can keep chugging along and keep attracting beautiful serendipities, okay? That's what I have for you, pile one. If you need a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. I'll let you know when you reach out on how long the wait times are. But if you like the reading, please do give it a big thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And do comment below if this relates or if this resonates for you, okay? With that, wish you much love and light. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, pile two. This is for those of you that were drawn to the second oracle card. Just cleansing your space and we'll get started. This is the Wizard. Number 39 that reduces to a 3, 3, 3, 3. 3 is all about creation, okay, manifestation. Oh, of course it's manifestation, but 3 is creation, co-creation. And the keywords here are spiritual impeccability. Okay, so many messages coming through. First of all, some signs, of course, with Aries. I do see Leo. I also see Capricorn, even though it's like with Aries with the ram. I'm also picking up some Capricorns in this group in pile 2. And also, you're somebody who's very unique, okay? There is, in this current state, what the universe is trying to tell you, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Honestly, as straight as it gets, keep doing whatever you're doing, because you at this time are in perfect alignment. When the word spiritual impeccability come, I literally never read this or never heard or I never read this term before, but I mean, these words used together. So you're truly unique. You've done your shadow work. You've done a lot of spiritual work. There's a lot of awakened souls in this tribe. Of course, everybody is. That's kind of the vibration we have in this beautiful tribe. But this is literally Uh, some of it is, I think, you won't believe it, how quickly things are going to start falling into place. That's what's happening here. I almost was like thinking about a topic today is like, what's the biggest things that's changing in your life that you won't believe. That's the energy I'm getting from you. I haven't done that reading yet, but that's like just been coming to me. So you're not going to believe how quickly things fall into place because you are manifesting. You're creating this magic. Neptune may have an interesting effect on you. So check where your Neptune lies, because I'm seeing that with the trident. But you are scaling new heights, and there's like magic surrounds you. So again, that's just the intuitive messages from this. We are going to read the actual meaning of the card towards the end of the reading, but we'll see what else comes through the other cards. Okay, so you are quite the manifester. You are the magician. This is amazing. Very, very powerful energy. Okay, where are my oracle cards? There. Okay, so let's see what we have. We have number 19, dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. And again, if there are some spiritual practices that you really love doing, keep doing that. But this is also being loyal to yourself. We often take care of everybody around us, but what the universe is trying to tell you is be loyal to yourself, be loyal to what you love, and if your peace and your serenity are your top priorities, be loyal to that, okay? No matter what, because that's sometimes, how the universe tests us, and the universe wants to know, are you in it? Are you in it to take care of yourself or not? Or are you in it to just burn yourself out, right? And that's not what I'm not articulating it well, but that's the thing, is like the universe will keep nudging you like, look, it's not just give. You have to receive as well. You have to give yourself as well. Okay, that's what the dog spirit is telling us over here. And we have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So again, a very, very strong spiritual pile that we have over here. This is also talking about solar plexus. So when I say, because the spiritual impeccability is what a fantastic keyword, by the way. As I said, you may not believe it, but that's where you need to work on your confidence. This talks about the solar plexus chakra, okay? And that is the space between our heart and our navel. So in between is where the solar plexus is. So try to massage it, try to do some solar plexus meditations, because you are very spiritual, you are a manifestor, you're a magician, but you don't believe it, or you don't believe it fully, or you believe it at times, and at other times you really doubt yourself. But that's the major growth that is coming through, okay? So believing that, you have that power, you are a co-creator, and then wanting to further expanding your consciousness and awareness, okay? And that'll only happen when you keep doing things that you love. And by the way, they're correcting me on something. I said earlier that if you have a spiritual practice, stay devoted to it, keep doing it. Now, it's not just about the spiritual practice. And some of us, we don't actually have a spiritual practice. So it should not be an exclusive club or an exclusive type of thing that makes people spiritual. Spirituality could be like, I just want peace, okay? I want to stay aligned. I want to stay in my energy of love. I want to stay happy. I want to cut out the news. Whatever makes you very balanced and harmonious and happy, whenever you are in that energy and in creative energy, is when you're one with spirit, is when you're fully aligned, okay? So they wanted me to correct myself that no, you don't have to pick up a meditation practice or pick up a specific spiritual practice. That's not the only way you become spiritual. You become spiritual when you're fully aligned with your joy and your happiness, okay? So I just wanted to call that out. So, but having the confidence that you can actually do it, okay? So let's see what astrological elements we have. We have ascendant, so rise to your potential, okay? And then we have Jupiter, wow. We had the word expand here. Jupiter expands whatever it touches, whatever house Jupiter is in. It is in what sign right now? I think Jupiter is in Aries at this moment. So check what house that is for you. By the way, you could be in Aries, because I did pick up, magician or wizard energy is Aries energy. So wherever Jupiter is, in whichever house it sits in, or whichever house Aries is in your chart, that area is going to grow. It's really going to grow. And it's also like taking you toward your purpose. The ascendant talks about what are we here to do. And it's this is why astrologers also say usually the astrological forecasts of our ascendant are the most accurate, because they talk about how we're supposed to live our life, whereas the sun is what we're born with. Okay, that's our expression, but ascendant is what we're supposed to keep working on. So there is expansion coming for you. Likely you'll have, I'm also hearing for some of you, maybe it's you're in a role or in a position, or there's an opportunity for you to have global impact. Now this could be online, this could be maybe you're in a job that you work with people from different parts of the globe. Maybe you are thinking of starting an online media channel or a media outlet of some sort of global avenue where you're meant to share something. Okay. And I'm getting that because of Jupiter, because of all the expansion, but it could grow pretty quickly is what I'm hearing, because you're so aligned. And that's where the real test is going to come. Like, hey, will you actually take care of yourself when that success really hits? Because if you have that, they want me to share, if you have that inner belief that more success will mean more hard work, that's something you may want to work on. That's something you may want to check. And I mean, any imbalances on that. So if you think that once you hit a success point, whatever area this is, okay, if it's relationships, if it's community, if it's your job, career, your hobby, when you hit a certain peak, there are two ways usually people kind of may go into. One would be, oh my gosh, I got here, and then the fear kicks in, and the fear makes them work even harder and harder and harder to the point that they actually burn out, right? And then there's that fall. So that's the fear aspect of it. And the other aspect of it is that, okay, I've made it, I no longer need to work hard at all, right? So both are the extreme imbalances of the same spectrum. And that's where you have to be in the middle and make sure that you follow a balanced approach and take care of yourself as well, okay? So that's just something that wanted to come through. Let's see, we have, wow, 777 on a card number 11. If this isn't spirituality, I don't know what is. Sudden wealth coming your way, okay? So, things are really lining up, and you have the 19 reduces if you usually just add up, right? I just take the left number, so 1 and then 1, 1. That is amazing, because it reduces to a 10, 10 reduces to a 1, you have 1, 1, 1, and then you have 7, 7, 7. Go watch my repeating numbers reading. Maybe there's a message for you in there. You can watch either for 777 or for 111. There, it's like a mini tarot reading, so you'll probably get some messages from that. But because you are so well aligned, you're manifesting a lot of wealth as well. This is prosperity. I called it success. This is some sort of success coming your way. A lot of growth, a lot of expansion. Okay. We have, again, Jupiter twice. Wow. Jupiter in Sag in the 9th house, principle. So this is what I'm getting again. What will be your principle? Or what are your principles in terms of money manifestation, career success, expansion, growth, lifting all boats? That's the more clear you are, because again, the global house, 9th house is coming up, okay? Actually, well, Jupiter does rule the 9th house, okay? It does. It is in its natural position when it's in Sagittarius, and it's a benefic planet. It's meant to grow things, meant to like bloom and blossom things. So the more clear you are on how you want to operate, how you want to grow, and how you want to stay in your energy, the more and more you're actually going to expand. So drop me some dollar signs in the comment section below. We have Mercury, messages, travel, communication. So this again goes back to both those things. The travel piece is the global presence. It may not be physical travel, but again, it's about expanding globally. That's coming through. And of course, if you're doing something like that with online media, was the part that I was picking up, we do have Mercury showing up, which is very, very good, because Mercury rules communication. It rules the third house. You need to have strong Mercury placements in order to really be able to articulate it. Today I'm stuttering, so I don't know. Mercury is not even in retrograde yet. It's a few weeks out, but Mercury is essential when it comes for us to express ourselves and connect to our communities. This is the house of the siblings, our immediate neighborhood, and then also traveling. Okay, so those things are opening up for you. And then we have seeds, spring. So you are planting some seeds over here. Okay, I keep feeling some of you are starting something, some sort of a practice, an online presence, and it's going to take off. It's going to take off. Maybe you started it already, and by next spring, this is really going to blow up. Or maybe the spring that just passed, you planted some seeds, and it's coming into a growth, like seeds, growth. Look at that. Okay. All right, so let's see what tarot has to tell us. My pile 2 spirit. What is the universe trying to tell my beautiful pile 2? These magicians, these wizards and witches. School of Hogwarts. Maybe some Harry Potter fans here. We have the sun. I was looking at the sun here, and I wanted to call out the sun and the moon. How do you balance the two? And here you have it. Leo energy, fire, fire. So we have the sun. What does pile 2 need to hear? What is the universe trying to tell pile 2? I'm just going to take the one that flipped open. 10 of Cups. Wow. 10, 10. I mean, 19 reduces 2. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 or 1. And we have 10 of Cups. What is going on? It's amazing. What is the universe trying to tell my pile 2? We have Judgment and the Queen of Wands. Powerful, powerful energy. 2 major arcana so far. And just look at those cards. Look at how strong she's standing. Okay. So you really need to know that, again, the principle and judgment is coming through. This is where the more you stand in your true power, in your true essence, the more you shine in your authentic self. Again, there's confidence, fire, fire coming through over here. This is the moment of truth, this judgment. And, where do you... Okay, here's what's coming through. It's like you have reached a level of elevation where this no longer matters. Okay, you may have felt, yes, you went through, your worst times and back. You've come out of it. You've had your Phoenix moment. You have stripped away all the unnecessary conditioning, the expectations, the heaviness that you had in life, because you've gone through it all. And once we go through it all and you're completely bare and raw, there's nothing left to lose. And I mean that in a spiritual, in a philosophical way, that your mind, your ego takes such a big hit that it doesn't know what happened. And that's where a true self emerges, right? So you've pretty much, like, again, for lack of a better word, been to hell and back. But what the main point is that you're back and you're shining. You are shining like a star. You have the sun here. Confidence is something, keep working on it. If you're not feeling confident, this is coming through. Solar plexus is here, fire energy. Keep working on your confidence. Come out and play. Come out and shine. Don't be shy at this time. This is not the time to be shy. And by the way, if you're watching it, I'm gonna post this in August, hopefully in the next couple days. Editing and stuff takes time. But it will be in August, by mid-August at the latest. And Mercury is going to go retrograde in September, middle of September or something like that. So if there's something you want to push through, do it now. Don't be shy. That's coming through here, okay? Don't stall. Don't stall it, because this is going to bring you ultimate happiness. Ultimate happiness. Stay confident. Stay open. You see how this Queen of Wands is standing with her leg around the wand? Normally, this is a very progressive type of pose. Okay, she's wide open. She's like, yes, I got this. Bring it to me. It's mine. Okay, that sort of energy. So again, stand your ground. Stay in your truth. Come out and shine. Be confident. Whatever this is that you're working on, keep working on it, because it's going to grow. It's going to bring you a lot of happiness. I mean, absolute happiness, of course. It's a 10. It's a pinnacle. It's a pinnacle of happiness. That's what you're manifesting. Wow. Love your power. All right, so let's see what's the advice. What's the advice for Pile 2, Spirit? I'm also seeing a lot of sacred geometry. If you want to get those, you know, those coloring books, with the chakras and the flowers and the different shapes, the geometric shapes, that may actually work really well for you if you're interested in that, because I'm seeing a lot of sacred geometry and spirals over here. Again, that could be maybe some of you are thinking about it. Okay, so what's the advice for my beautiful, lucky, jackpot lucky pile number 2? We have the King of Swords, because we didn't have enough power at the table here, right? King of Swords. So keep working on your strategy. Also very powerful Mercury energy. Oh, Ace of Wands. 5 of Swords. Let's get one more. And the Knight of Swords. So you see, you have swords, swords, swords. There are 3 swords. So Mercury is playing a very important role for you. Check what house Mercury sits in for you. But generally, if you're trying to launch something, if you're working hard at any project, at any sort of hobbies, anything that you're trying to get out in the world, now is the time. And maybe for you, what will be important is to watch whenever Mercury is direct and when Mercury goes in retrograde. That is an important planet placement that is coming out here with all these swords. But the advice here is, I want to start here with the 5 of Swords, because it's coming right under 10 of Cups and Judgment. Here, again, the energy is because you've been to hell and back, right? And because you're such a strong wizard, you are on a growth path. You are expanding. You're very principled, and Jupiter, again, you have all the right elements. At this point, you know, you're already a master of knowing when to cut your losses. Okay, 5 of Swords is usually wanting to win at every cost. This is where arguments happen with other people. We're just wanting to win at whatever it takes. But because you have shed all of that ego and all of that fear and all of the circumstantial, you know, things that happen in our life because we signed up at a soul level for those, it's no longer a concern. It should not be a concern. Okay, so don't let minor things create any anxiety within you. That's just the minor thing over here. This is the time to come out and shine. Follow your inner light. You are getting some intuitive nudges. You're getting some creative spark. Again, I keep getting some of you are trying to start something, or you've planted the seeds and maybe you're a little nervous about going fully into it. Maybe you want to do half and half. Okay, for if this is a hobby that you're trying to launch, maybe like an Instagram shops, or I don't know, an Etsy shop, or if you're doing like a YouTube channel where you've started, you have the basic elements, but you may be stalling because there's some fear setting in. This is saying go for it. Okay, be the King of Swords. Have very clear strategy. Try to, if you're afraid to go full in, do 50-50. Carve yourself a time. Figure out a schedule and say, all right, once a week, you know, from whatever, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. or whatever, 10 p.m. to midnight, I'm gonna work solely on this project, and that I have to do it. I have to put it on a schedule. There's some sort of strategy that you're being called to do, is like put a plan in place so you can take action on this inspiration, okay? And the Knight of Swords is, again, like, it's a sense of an urgency that's coming for you guys. I don't know why. I usually don't get that sort of energy. And again, you always say divine timing, right? Perhaps for you, the divine timing is now. Okay, this is very, very, very immediate with the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, the Five of Swords. There's like a lot of quick energy that's up over here that you want to utilize, okay? Because also you're in perfect alignment as well. So let's see what Moonology tells us. What's the advice for pile 2? The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing. That's what I feel. Like the timing is perfect for you, or the time is now. And some of you would get nervous about it. It's like, oh crap, I have to do it now. Whatever this is, this could be like starting a fitness routine, starting a new lifestyle, starting whatever, a new project, or actually putting your resume together if you're trying to search for a job and your resume is maybe 20 years old. Something like that. It'll be different for each and every one of you, but the energy is gaining momentum. It is growing. So it's time for you to capitalize on it. All right, let's get you an angel number, and then we'll read the meaning of the card from the book. So what's the angel number? Whoa, it went flying down. Just give me one sec. All right, we have number 3, the number of creativity. By the way, that's what I called out when I first picked this card. 39 reduces to a 3, all about creation. So let's see what this says. Ooh, I am charismatic. That's your mantra, okay? So the message here is, expression comes naturally to you. You're very skilled at communicating your thoughts through conversation and creative pursuits. Mercury, you guys, Mercury. Are there any Geminis in here? Or Virgos? You are able to get others on board with your ideas. Look at that. You're charismatic. That's what you are. The Queen of Wands. That's what you are, my loves. This is beautiful. All right, so let's read the message from the book for number 39. The Wizard. So the vibration is spirit, of course, and keywords are self-importance, impeccability, egotism. Let's read the meaning. I'll show you the card in case some images speak out to you. Wizard reveals that you have the potential to be charismatic. Oh my God, that word twice. Look at that. Look at the synchronicities. Okay, I'll go back. Wizards reveal that you have the potential to be charismatic and influential at this time. But beware, for the wizard carries a cautionary note. Are you being used or using another? When you find that you are in a position of authority, control, or influence, ensure that your powers are utilized for the greater good and not for personal prestige or gain. Do not be tempted by your ego. Impeccability is essential if one is to retain magical or spiritual gifts. Current circumstances may be a test to see just how much spiritual wisdom you deserve to carry. Move forward with integrity. Oh my gosh, there's so many repeating messages here. We did talk about that success and what happens and, on the extreme ends of that spectrum. We did talk about the principles and how you want to grow and expand your spiritual practice. And the fun part is also the Mercury thing keeps coming up as well. So that's what the universe is trying to tell you. The timing is now. You're very powerful. You're very creative at this time. If you want to, start this project, take this project, move forward, you are perfectly aligned. Do make sure that you keep yourself balanced, your energy balanced, because you're hitting a time of a lot of growth, okay? A lot of sudden wealth also coming your way. So that's what I have for you, pile 2. If you need a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe and let me know in the comment section if this reading resonated, okay? With that, I wish you much love and light. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading on what the universe is trying to tell you. Let's just cleanse our space and get started. All right. This is for those of you that were drawn to the third oracle card, which is the cord. And there's already a lot of repeating numbers. You have the third pile. You have number 30 that produces 2 or 3. So maybe you're seeing 333. And this is the card just called cord. And the keyword is initiation. So you'll see like how it's kind of showing, sort of representing the chakras over here. So the past, let's say, few days, few weeks, few months may have been a lot of up and down for you. And I say that because this is giving me the energy of a Kundalini awakening, okay? Especially if some of you are going through some sort of initiation. Let's say you're trying to become or you're going through a training for becoming a Reiki practitioner, or you went through a Reiki session that generally like unblocks all of our chakras, and it'll surface up things that need to come out, and then so we can release them. So when that is happening, we feel in a pretty dark space, but then when we release it, it's like a very, very light feeling, where a feeling of being revealed. It kind of is going to reveal some inner power to you. So that may be happening. We do have the two pillars here, the light and the shadow aspect. So you've been through the ringer, and the universe is trying to tell you that you're now coming to a stage where your chakras are quite balanced, okay? There may have been a Kundalini awakening experience for you. This can also happen, let's say if you're in a meditative state, if you're, ready to go to bed, listening to a meditation, just trying to fall asleep. If you experience like tingles rising all the way from your feet to your head, or from your head to your feet, that is your Kundalini energy at work, okay? And it's not alarming. It's just like it's like getting shivers throughout your body. It's just energy rising and your body calibrating to the energy, okay? So very beautiful. You may be experiencing physical, like as in your body. For this group, yes, of course, there's going to be things manifesting, but I feel like you're physically going through changes. Some of you, you're like, if you're a woman and you are in the active phase, what am I trying to say? Even if you haven't hit menopause, you may actually be going through a lot of imbalances in your cycles. That's just part of it. That's just the healing of the sacral chakra. Similarly, some of you may be having digestive issues. That is all part of it, okay? It's just like releasing blocked energies out of you. So there, you may have been, and those are just couple examples. So you may be having some of physical ailments up until now, but now it's clearing out, okay? That's clearing out. Also cord. So usually represents to the spiral energy that goes up and down, but for me, I am getting that if there are areas where you need to practice cord cutting, I would highly recommend look up cord cutting meditation on YouTube. There are tons of free meditations. Find a voice, like somebody whose voice really appeals to you, because when you like the voice, you actually follow and you go into a very nice, serene, surrendered pace, okay? So do that, do some cord cutting. For others of you, if you've been doing cord cutting, that is working well for you. Your crown chakra is really, really activated at this time. Okay, that's just intuitive messages. We're going to read the actual meaning of the card from the book towards the very end of it, but that's what the universe is trying to tell you, especially for those of you who've been going through a lot of like physical symptoms. That's what's been going on, because you've been doing fabulous work, okay? Never underestimate that. So let's see. We're going to grab your oracles and see what else the universe is trying to tell you. We have Parrot Spirit, watch your words. Number 45, it reduces to a 9. That is an interesting energy. Maybe for some of you, especially if you've been having throat chakra difficulty, meaning if you've been feeling that you're more reactive, just watch that. Try to get into a little bit of a pause energy, because this is coming out. Watch your words. So Mercury may be debilitated for you in your natal chart, meaning what you want to say may not come out as the way you want to say it. Okay. And that's as you're calibrating, as your body's calibrating to these energies. So that's just something also for some of you. Say also. It's so interesting. Also for some of you, it's possible that as you're going through this up-leveling or awakening or enlightenment, things may come out of your mouth, or you may have premonitions, or you may want to share your opinions with your immediate family and your friends that are no longer in the same vibration. Okay, so sometimes they may not understand, or sometimes they may just look at you like you're a Looney Tune. Okay, so it's just like that. Watch your audience. Not everybody will understand everything that you say, so sometimes you just want to hold back, and that's because we are all at our own growth journey, and each one has chosen their path, and it'll take time for you to find that right tribe. So it's okay, it's acceptable, it is normal. Okay, so that's just like a couple things that are coming through with the throat chakra over here, because also your crown is very activated. I'm seeing that over here as well. It's very activated. So you maybe, let's say you start talking about extra dimensionals, or you start talking about Atlantis and, you know, Lemuria and people around you, or maybe you're reading Dolores Cannon's, like, you know, those 3 waves of extra dimensionals and what their purpose is, how to heal Earth. Not everybody's going to understand that. So that's just a little nudge. It's like, give yourself time and give others time before you get into those topics. But otherwise, also the simplest thing is like, you may be a little bit more snappy, so just want to watch that. Then we have, oh, how cute, humor. Yes, so when you find yourself in that position, humor is a great tool. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So it does not have to be all seriousness and all doom and gloom and, you know, super dry. Actually, we are most in line with spirit, or our spiritual self, when we are happy, when we're having fun, when we're having a great laugh. So whenever you feel a little blue, or you're feeling that, you know, a little sad, or of course sad means, blue means sad, or if you're feeling a little, you know, sometimes we're just in a state of a melancholy state where we don't know what we're supposed to do, what's going on, what is this, why am I feeling so bland? Use humor. Put on something so funny, or listen to something so funny, or watch something funny that just kind of makes you like really, I'm hearing like cackling laughter. Okay, that's gonna quickly line you back. Okay, bring you back into your creative self, bring you back and line you up straight with spirit. So humor is going to be a very powerful tool for you, especially because you've been like, let's say, if you're having tummy issues, right, digestive issues, you can laugh about it. It's like, you can say, oh my gosh, I thought, you know, this Reiki session or this yoga, practice that I've joined is actually going to make me feel better, but I'm like pooping out all the time. Like, what's going on, right? So use humor. It's just like finding those little moments to have fun. That's what lines us up with spirit, because that's how children are. They're just happy for no reason. They're just being funny for no reason. And that's where our true essence is, okay? So we have Libra for you, which is about connections. It's a 7th house energy. And then we have the full moon. Ooh, we just had one full moon in Aquarius, which was actually a super moon. So I'm not sure if something is coming through from that. Depends on where Aquarius is in your chart. But with Libra and full moon, it's again, as we said, this cycle is completing. Full moons talks about culmination, talks about completion. So this phase of discomfort, this phase of feeling a little out of sorts is coming to an end. And this is going to have an impact on your relationships, excuse me, with Libra. So especially where if you felt misunderstood, I think energies are going to start opening up now, but you're also going to attract a lot of like-minded people, the right type of connections, be it friends, be it your, your local gym community, or any other group activity, or even it could even be online stuff that could happen. So there's going to be a lot of positive shift in that. Okay, so people around you, because the first house is the self and the seventh house is the one from opposite from us. But Libra is all about love and connections and partnerships. So that's going to really start lifting up for you now. And this phase is definitely coming to a completion. I'm going to get these first. So let's see what else we have. Wow, look at that. Gift number 17. So this is a gift. Whatever you've been going through, you will realize how impactful this is going to be for the rest of your life. I literally am like shaking my head. It's like it is so impactful. Whatever this cycle is, whatever this, energy shift is, it is gonna, you may feel like, what have you done and where you are at, but trust me, this is the universe telling you, this is the most precious gift you could have gotten from the universe, because this is going to completely shift the trajectory of your life. And of course, literally, you could be getting some money or some gifts. I'm hearing monetary gift because this is giving me eighth house vibes, which is like inheritance, or it's getting a loan approved, or getting a fantastic rate, or a bonus or a commission coming through, or even like shared resources, because we have partnership. And then the eighth house, the seventh and eighth house, talk about partnerships and money with partnerships, okay? So something really shifting the trajectory of your life. Wow. Wow. Wow, you guys. Pile 3, look at this. You have the sun in Leo, fortune, fifth house. So money is coming in. Money is looking good. Fame is looking good. Your visibility is looking really good. But there's definitely like gifts and fortune. Look at that. I could not make this up. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you. You're truly grateful. Oh, so beautiful. So you are, this is a complete shift in your life. And this is where there's going to also be a shift in your relationships and your partnerships, if this is work partnerships. But whatever it is, it's going to line up with you. Stay in that heart chakra energy, in the heart-oriented energy, because there's a lot of good fortune coming to you, a lot of limelight also coming to you, and like things are there's gonna be a lot of gifts as well, but this is a turning moment for you. We have Ace, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you may be dealing with some, you may be one, or you may be partnering with some of them, but Earth really talks about grounding ourselves. So the universe is trying to tell you, no matter how successful you become, this is also going to help you stay grounded in the reality, and also understand why we're here. Like, we chose to be on Earth, to incarnate on Earth. So we still got to go through the earthly experiences, but it's also like we can choose the path that we want, and we can shift our trajectory ourselves as well once we believe, and make our mind on it, right? And look at that. Oh my gosh. Celebration, gifts, abundance. Wow. So maybe you're becoming really famous. Okay, don't forget me. Drop me a comment. But this is, again, maybe because that's why the Earth and the celebration is coming together with fortune, with the stuff. You may also be if you're in the spotlight, again, your word is going to be much more scrutinized. Of course, that comes with leadership. You're going to attract a lot of business partners, or even like life partners here, or your spirit tribe. There's a lot of abundance coming your way that you're going to celebrate. So stay grounded. And this goes both ways, not just being like, in the ego energy of like really celebrating too much, and, and not the prideful is not what I'm saying, but being grounded in the energies, like, yep, this is an experience. That's what it is. And we manifested it. But yes, what am I supposed to do with it? Okay, staying in that energy is what's coming through. Okay, so that is looking very good. Pile 3. And full moon wishes coming true. Excuse me. All right, let's see what tarot shows us. For pile 3, Spirit, what is the universe trying to tell pile 3? What is the universe trying? I mean, like, this is amazing. Party, 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 celebration, abundance, money, gifts. I feel like you're like a celebrity. You'll be getting gifts. You know how they get those, I used to watch the Oscars before. Well, they'll show those goodie bags or sponsored gifts that the celebrities get. That's the feeling I'm getting over here. And then of course, you know, if they say something, then it gets like scrutinized so much. So I don't know. You could be in a leadership position of sorts. So we have the, as I say, leadership position of sorts, we get the Hierophant. You have 250 at the table by this time. So we have the Hierophant. So definitely you're coming into a leadership position. This is also like reaching some sort of a pinnacle. Of course, your third eye is activated. You're awakening over here, reaching new heights. You have the Queen of Cups. That's the heart chakra energy. Intuition, spirituality. Again, it started very spiritual pile, of course. We have the Five of Pentacles. Now we have 555 at the table. 555 represents big changes in life, okay? A lot of changes, pretty much everything changing or any aspect changing, but the change brings a lot of growth with it, okay? And then we have the Knight of Cups. So we have, okay, this is very interesting. So again, there's going to be a lot of happiness. There's also a lot of offers coming to you. Again, with gifts, maybe if you're trying to look for a job, you may get maybe a couple of offers, and then you may go for the one that gives you a higher title, a higher paycheck. The only thing, you know, that's being called out here with the Five of Pentacles is make sure it is not just a title. Look at the benefits, look at everything else, because for some of you, it could be a very, very high position, but it may not come with like a good set of teams or people. And what I mean by that is, you know, when we interview, if this is your scenario, this is just an example. It's all about, a lot of times the company culture could be very competitive, very cutthroat, but they also pay very well. So that's something where you may want to use your judgment and what is important. Of course, nothing is good or nothing is bad, okay? Just going for that is not bad, because it does bring us financial abundance, okay? And we do need financial abundance for our fixed costs. We have family, we have, you know, rent to pay or mortgage to pay. We have childcare if you have children. So we do all have fixed costs that we have to take care in life, because guess what? We are on the earthly plane. We got to take care of that stuff. So there should be no vibration of good or bad. It just should be like what makes you feel aligned. That's what you are, the Queen of Cups, okay? So listen to your intuition. Listen to what makes you feel very balanced, because the Queen of Cups, the shadow aspect is when our emotions overwhelm us and we feel very unbalanced. And literally the depiction is when the Queen is sitting in water, okay? The water moves, you know, your body will move because you can't stay grounded. So that's coming through. It's like, you know, use your judgment, make your own, whatever your decision criteria is, just be clear about it. Don't do it because someone else told you to do it. But that's just an example, okay? So either way, you're coming into some sort of leadership, coming to a pinnacle point where others are going to look to you. Others are going to learn from you. It may feel isolated at times, and that's okay. But then again, go back to humor, go back to lifting your vibration, go back to feeling balanced, and also taking care of yourself. Self-care is going to be important for this group. But yes, we do see like some offers coming your way, okay? So interesting, very interesting. Again, this could be leadership, this could be relationships, because we do have the Libra energy over here. This could be even two suitors for some of you, where after a period of solitude, it may be like, okay, it's just happening too fast. So either way, that's coming through for you. So let's see what's the advice for you, pile 3. What is the advice for my pile 3? And this could apply to any area of your life, right? It could be home, if you're trying to move, location, what criteria are you using? It should bring you happiness. It should make you feel balanced. And it should also make you feel, if this is an important goal, then you're achieving that goal. Again, with the full moon, you're going to achieve that goal. So what's the advice? Pile 3, Spirit. What's the advice for pile 3? Princess of Wands. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords. Look at that. Oh, and then we got an extra one. We have the Six of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Okay, let me just put these. So the advice is really like go with the clarity, okay? Whatever area this is, you need to have your own goal with a crystal clear intention. Okay, that's what's the Ace of Swords. That's really, really important at this time. Not by some, you know, society's measure or family's measure or somebody else's measure on whatever path or whatever choice you make in this case. Go with your own criteria. You may feel like you're the only person, or maybe this is something new that nobody in your friend circle or your family has ever done this. So you may feel like a noob at this. It's okay. Actually, you're not a noob at this. It's just like expressing yourself in this space may feel like because you haven't done this in front of others or haven't expressed yourself this way to others, that's why you're going to feel like a little, what should I say? Like a little inexperienced in this space, but you're not. You're actually the Hierophant. You have done your elevation, okay? So don't let doubt creep in. You know, step out of your comfort zone a little bit, but know that this direction is what's going to bring you like a very smooth sailing life from here on, because something is really cracking open for you. Something is really cracking open for you. Abundance is flowing. A lot of gifts are flowing. There's a lot of expansion in your relationships, and guess what happens with that? The more people come into your life, especially when Libra is really activated for you, the more opinions there are going to be. So what is your truth, your own truth? What criteria are you going to use, and what is going to be your opinion, your point of view? That's what matters. So be very clear about that, because when your mind is clear, you know, your heart is open, your spirit is on fire, that's when you are able to really climb very fast, okay? But Six of Swords is telling us this is going to be a smooth sailing time from here on out. Again, especially for those of you who've had physical ailments, it's going to smooth out. It's going to feel better now. But it is, yes, it's about with Leo energy here. And Leo has kind of come out in pretty much every pile in different cards, and it's all talking to everybody to like come out and shine. Maybe it's also like hopefully COVID relaxing a little bit in places, so that's also gonna open up, but people are gonna feel a little hesitant. So that's just like a sort of a related message, but not quite for everyone. But this is just saying that maybe we've gotten too comfortable in our shell, especially going through this journey of awakening, but now it's time to come out and shine, and it is going to be smooth sailing. Okay, all right, so let's see what Luna has to say. What's the advice from Moonology for my pile 3? What's the advice? What does Luna want to say? Tell pile 3. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. There you go, full moon. So there's some sort of culmination happening. There's some sort of completion. Something is concluding. Again, whatever this journey is, this is coming to a conclusion. So fret not. And, you know, just be patient, but you don't have to be patient for a long time because this is happening soon. So let's see. Let's get you an angel number. Let's see what your angel number is, and then we'll read the meaning of the card. Whoa. I'm not going to take that because I lost like half the deck, but 31 did come up. I am disciplined. That's taking me back to the Ace of Swords energy. I apologize. Okay, we'll work with this. I know some of them are crooked, but let's see. Okay, Spirit. What is their angel number message for pile 3? Oh my gosh, I love it. Thank you for the reshuffle. Look what you got. 333. We started with the 3 over here, and then we got a 3, 3, 3, and I really thought there was another 3 somewhere. No? That's interesting. Anyway, you got 3, 3, 3. And your affirmation is, I am powerful. You are being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. Live your truths and be a positive light to others. That's why I keep getting that Reiki, yoga, or some sort of awakening, okay? Some sort of cord cutting. Maybe you teach others. I don't know what it is, but there's definitely a spiritual purpose here. But even if that's not it, and again, spiritual is when you're completely aligned with what you're doing. When you're very happy doing what you're doing, that's when you're completely spiritually aligned, okay? So, and that makes you very powerful when you're in that type of energy, okay? So that's what's coming through for you again with the Hierophant. I want to put this over here with the Hierophant. I am powerful. Okay, my powerful pile 3. Let's read what number 30. The message from the book, or the meaning from the book for this card. And the vibration is soul. So yeah, soul level vibration. Keywords are initiation and willpower. Okay, I'll show you the card if any of the imagery speaks out to you. Then I'll read the meaning. Right there. Card shows this to be a time of initiation into the mysteries of life. You are ready to step into new realities and are advised to prepare yourself for the test that is to come. With any initiation, there is always a measuring of the soul to see how ready it is for growth. This is not vindictive or malicious, simply the way it is. You do, however, have a certain level of control, having already made the choices that have brought you to where you are now. Expect an initiation. If you're in situations that are binding you or someone else too tightly, this card would indicate restriction. If the present course is maintained, you may need to face a truth. So that's what's coming through. I think that's why the cord cutting message was coming through, but there is some sort of initiation. I really feel like, especially with the full moon and the conclusions, full moon coming out twice, for some of you, the initiation phase is actually coming to a conclusion. It's coming to a close. So yes, there may have been jarring physical experiences or even emotional, mental experiences. I mean, they're all part of the body still. So that phase is getting over, but remember that you are coming into a very, very powerful time. And because of that, all these things are lining up for you, okay? So that's what the universe wants to tell you. If you liked it, do give it a thumbs up. And if you want a personal reading, all the information is in the description box below. Do comment below if this resonated and which area of life this applies to. I love reading everybody's comments. And do remember to subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Think of it as an energy exchange. All right, my pile 3, that's what I have for you. Wish you the very best. Love and light. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.